Midday start to the game today, but plenty of time left in the day to try to hit that next level. I'm Professorvoqas, and this is Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Starting things off with Portrait of Salazar Slytherin. Haven't put a Professorvoqas on yet or a tonic for trace detection, but this was kind of in the fringes of my area where I'm sitting, and I was afraid it was going to disappear, so I figured I should hit it regardless of experience amount. Starting at this park, smaller park, Walnut Street Park. I've been here a couple times to play Harry Potter. I think one time in a video. Nice, got him. My plan though is not to just spend today here. I'm going to go from here, probably go over to Bond Park. That is the big park I've been to a couple times. The last time I was trying to level up, I went there, mainly because it just has so many inns. It's easy to keep your energy topped off, so that's one reason I really love that park. So I will be heading over there, but I figured I'd start here, probably put a Professorvoqas on, put a tonic for trace detection on, and do about 30 minutes here. Then I may actually grab something to eat. It's 2:45 right now, a little bit later start. I was finishing up editing today's video that went up. I finished it up this morning, the editing. It just took me a little longer. But you can see I've got already pretty good spawns, and this is without a tonic. But there is some places to walk around. There's a fortress over there I may hit. Oh, before we continue on, actually, I'm glad I remember before I put the Professorvoqas on. Let's go to my dailies real quick. Brew one potion. I did throw a potion in this morning. You can actually see wizarding challenges. I've already done it. I did that after 12 last night. I was actually editing, and while it was doing, I was rendering some stuff, I actually ended up opening the game. I started running wizarding challenges with Hogwarts runestones, and within about, I would say it took me about 10. I did run it probably 10 times, but I got the boar. I mean, I just kept getting pieces. I got the boar. I also got the owl lectern a bunch of times. I got the house hourglass once, I believe, and the house cup. I think I got that like 3 or 4 times. But I did manage to get the boar, which means I can go ahead and hit that image, place that, which means I'm going to get to prestige this page. There we go. Woohoo! I almost forgot. I've been saving that since last night. I was so excited about it. And because I did so many challenges, I was picking up challenge fragments too. And on books 1, I managed to get 21 out of 21 of the last book I needed, which I think is a beginner's guide to Transfiguration. Is that what it was? We'll look at it in a second. So rank 68 in challenges. What book was it? Beginner's Guide to Transfiguration. I did remember it right. I was thinking it was Hogwarts History. But I get to prestige this page, which is really awesome. Nice, because that's another gold. So books 1, gold, books 2, gold. Books 3, I'm on silver, which means I just need to get working on this. And actually, if you look, I'm over halfway on almost all of those books. So if I can just keep working on that, it'll be great. All right. Now all the things that I wanted to start the episode off with are done. I'm going to go ahead and put a Professorvoqas on, put a tonic for trace detection on, and I'm going to walk around this park, start unlocking some of those port keys to clear them out for Community Day, and start gaining experience, which I am at 210,000. 30 minutes and a few laps around the park later, I'm back where I started. It's about 90 degrees out, so I was trying to stick to the shade as much as I could, but still definitely sweating. This towel is a lifesaver. It's a lifesaver for sure. Anyway, let's go to experience first. 229. So I was at 210, and so I just got 19,000. Most of that was on the tonic and the Brufios. After they ran out, I wasn't at this spot, which is just I have a table here to put the camera on. So I did catch a little bit on the way here, but the bulk of that was from the foundables during the Brufios and the tonic. But in the registry, definitely have a lot going on. Not sure how much I'm going to place. Let's go to Legends of Hogwarts. This is a big one. This is a Wizarding Weekend at the end of the month. So I'm saving some of the Legends of Hogwarts. The other day I actually placed an image I hadn't placed yet because I really wanted to. But now I feel like, you know what, it's actually more prudent to go ahead and save. So here's the crazy thing. I got Fred and George finished out today, 5 out of 5, so that was awesome. You saw that in probably the previous package. I'm sure I put some of those highlights up. So just randomly, Fred and George. I actually had a couple of them depart on me as well. I had a lot of stuff depart on me, honestly. A lot of high and severe risk foundables, no emergencies. So right now I have Fred, George, Madame Maxine, and Hagrid waiting to be placed. If there is a family XP requirement for the Wizarding Weekend, then I'm sitting here and I'm ready for it. So let's go over to Ministry of Magic. I'm not sure, it's just a rank up, I believe. Rank 50. Yep, Magizoology. Rank up there as well. I did catch a couple of those. I think I have an image to place here. Yes, there we go. So on that page there, if you look, the only thing I need is the umbrella, which I did see a couple of umbrellas today. So again, working toward that 15 out of 38. So I still need 13 more, or no, 23 more. Whew. 23 more of those, and I get to prestige this page to gold. And the umbrella is just a foundable out in the wild, so can't go to fortresses and try to grind it. I just got to find them. I see them occasionally though, so I'm not. That's a good one to still need. I'm okay with that. I believe that's it for the registry. Let's go to Dailies. Dailies, return 10 foundables. I definitely did that in this little session here and walked the distance. Oh, which means because I had done that Wizarding Challenge last night after midnight, that's usually one of the things that's the last thing. So I did finish my dailies for the day. Energy has been respawning here pretty quickly for me, so I've been able to replenish, which is definitely nice. I think I'm done at this park. I think I'm gonna go cool down for a bit, get a drink, maybe a little something to eat, and then move on to Bond Park, which is the bigger park that I'll probably spend most of the rest of the time if I don't hit another park after that. Finally made it over to Bond Park. Took a long break. Really just wanted to cool down. It wasn't even about the eating or anything, just getting some water in me and then just cooling off just so I wasn't sweating so much. Anyway, over here at this koi pond in the middle of the park. It's really nice over here. Opened up the game, port key unlocked. So I'm on to my second to last one. So 2.5 kilometers more and I'll have both of these unlocked. 1 kilometer and then 1.5. While I was at lunch, Orange Wizard 2019 on Reddit put up the tasks that were out, as well as there was an announcement too, and somebody put all the tasks that are going to be for part 2, and there's no family experience required, which means I can go to the registry and go to care of magical creatures, and I can actually go ahead and place that Acromantula egg, and head down, and the Blast-Ended Scroot, I can also place that. If you look where I am right now, there's 2 greenhouses, fortress nearby, and inn, but the rest of the park definitely has a lot more, especially down by the lake and that type of thing. So I'm probably going to catch a little bit here, but I'm going to put a Brufios on and I'm going to start moving because I do want to walk those port keys off. And let's start grinding out this experience. 30 minutes later, and here we are. Let's go to my experience, 243, so not even quite 15,000. So I did go through a lot of, if you look, some of the trails by the lake. Let's go over by the lake. Yeah, you can see I actually walked along that trail there, so there's not many inns or anything, so the spawns aren't as plentiful. I was also kind of taking my time. I probably could have gone a little quicker. I did stop to get a couple potential thumbnail pictures, that kind of thing. So I do want to grind it out in a second, although let me just look. Yeah, my battery's at 23%, so I think I'm actually going to head back toward my car to make sure I grab my battery pack. But I'm going to put another Brufios on and grind a little. One low light of this grind and would have gotten me to 15,000 experience for that run is I had a Goblet of Fire. I did one cast, it disappeared. Immediately I clicked on a Hagrid, one cast, he departed. And then immediately another high threat, or severe, I guess, is McGonagall. One cast and she was gone. So that happens sometimes, though. You just get used to it, because other times you can do like 5 or 6 casts and they don't depart. So I just decided to try one cast, and then I was going to consider a potion, but never really got the chance. So anyway, going to start heading back toward the car, grinding a little bit more, Barufios, tonic. Let's do it. Made it back to my card, grabbed the battery pack. I am making much better progress this time. So I'm 253, almost 254. So just about 6,000, a little bit more to go. And after I talked about those foundables getting away from me, and I said it all comes kind of back around, that Whomping Willow and the friends cannot complain, because both of them, that was a first turn cast. First turn cast, and I caught him. So it does eventually seem to even itself out in the ends, especially Ferenz. Lately, he's departed on me every time, so I was pretty excited to get him. Anyway, so that's where I am. I have about, what is it, just under 10 minutes left. So I'm gonna get back at this, and when I see you again, I will be leveling up. Barufios and tonic have worn off, but I'm close enough. I'm not gonna run a whole nother one, because I was around 258, but I'm at 259, 282 out of 260, which means a couple more foundables should do it. But if you look, I've got nothing around me spawning. While we're waiting for spawns, I'm over here at the Legends of Hogwarts registry, and Hedwig, 15 out of 15, so that image is also waiting. So Hedwig, and then George and Fred. So I have 3 images for family experience for the Wizarding Weekend, if it's necessary. Back in the registry over at Magizoology, I did manage to get one more Newt, and that actually, this will be the first time I've placed that image. So there's Newt. All right, that's a rank up too, to rank 31, not too far in that. Awesome. So let's back out, see if any traces have appeared so that I can get some experience. Oh my gosh, there's nothing. I am not even sure what happened. It is literally, these spawns have disappeared completely. You can see, nothing is spawning. I had one thing spawn a second ago before I could click on it. I floated away, so then it disappeared on me. So I'm still waiting. Oh, there is some energy over there. Oh, that's a greenhouse. All right, I shut the game off, and I'm reopening it because it essentially just froze on a black screen. So let's see if a reload will help. I think I'm down to really just like two low-level traces would get it for me, or one even, maybe one medium. It depends. Definitely a higher threat. Like I said, no Barufios on. Still not a lot of spawns. I got one. At least the game's going, although, yeah, there we go. 110. Not going to do it. All right, let's see. Let's see if this did it. If it didn't, I'm super close. Oh, yeah, that was only 80. That wouldn't have done it then, I don't think. I needed more than that. All right, you know what? I feel like this area is just terrible. We're moving. We're going to move over to maybe a better area. I'm actually kind of back at the beginning by the koi pond I was at, but I feel like when I've been at that fortress before, it's given me the same trouble, and I think it's just my phone signal is not as good. So it's so painful to be right on the cusp of leveling up, and especially in this wooded area, and it's getting a little toward night, so mosquitoes are starting to come out. So really hoping to be able to get just that last foundable. But I'm gonna come over to this bench over here. This area tends to be a little better for my phone, I think, so we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, when I decided to move from that one spot to the other spot, I shut off my screen recording. And after all that work, did not get the screen recording of the actual level up. But the sentiment in the rest of the video is the same, and seeing the screen doesn't necessarily preclude any of the information that I'm giving. So we're going to finish out the video anyway without the screen recording. So back to the video. All right, this maybe we'll do it 100. Come on. There it is, level 38. Wow, toward the end there, that took me an extra bit of time. So let's look what I got. I got 10 gold, the silver key, a Barufios, nice. Dark detector, extemula potion, and 25 spell energy. Awesome. Cool. Oh, pick up some more energy. All right, we are going to finish it out here. I do want to show you, this happened off camera. It was right as I was walking to my car, I think. But you can see all my port keys. All my port keys are done. So I'm going to open them up sometime between now and tomorrow, probably off camera. They're not too exciting. They're fragments we've seen before. If there's anything super exciting, I'll record it and I'll put it in tomorrow's episode at the beginning of the Community Day episode. Tomorrow is Community Day, so the last thing we're going to check is my Dark Arts Nocturnality page and just kind of see where I am. So the Hag is ready to go. The Thestral, I'm only 1 away. 3 away on the Ministry Executioner, 4 away on Bellatrix. Nocturnality, I'm actually 0 out of 7 fragments. That actually may be something I do tonight, is to run fortresses. And if I'm going to do it a little later, I might even do it after midnight when the event actually starts and have a greater chance. If I go to Forest 4 or higher, of course, which I may do that because I'm guessing I'll probably find some people, even after midnight, I'll find some people that are interested in doing it, I'm sure. Probably trying to load up on those fragments. And last little thing before I get to tomorrow, I'll try to mention it tomorrow too. Looking on Reddit from some of the Australians and people that already started their Community Day, they said they weren't seeing swooping evils. And a lot of people said that when they put tonic for trace detections on, they started seeing more of them. Now, again, does that mean that's the way it works? It's still anecdotal evidence, but if you're having trouble seeing them, put a tonic on anyway. If you already have a tonic on, you're set. You'll see if you get them or not. So if I'm not seeing them, definitely going to put one on. All that being said, I will see you tomorrow for Community Day. Knox.